Element of your model, which I thought is interesting, is investing outside Silicon Valley. What percent of your companies are not in, call it New York and San Francisco, and how have you built relationships and networks all over the place?
It's about it's about 25 to 30% are not in California or New York.
Mm-hmm.
And what I've realized is that the biggest challenge, honestly, is that there aren't, in every ecosystem where you invest, there aren't great local angels or small funds. And so we find a lot of those companies, they reach out to us or someone. It's funny, our general posture as a firm is we try to be open. We're generalist. And so I tell people, we'll look at just about anything, kind of anywhere. And when people know that you're open to that, they send you stuff of all types from all places. And I would say the biggest lesson we've learned is I think great founders are evenly distributed throughout the population. I mean, they're everywhere. Maybe not evenly. Maybe that's the wrong way to put it. There are great founders in every city, town, geo that we've been to. That doesn't mean that starting a company in every one of these places is equally easy.
Yeah.
And what we've seen is the biggest challenge tends to be recruiting.
Yeah.
And finding, and it's not, everyone's like, oh, is it engineering? Like, it's not so much a skills gap. What we find is finding people who understand what it means to be a part of an early stage startup, and the work ethic and the pace, and then just the know-how from having done it before. In many places, that's just lacking.
Mm-hmm.
And so you end up either having to become kind of a factory and like be good at taking people from other roles and teaching them how to be effective early stage venture capital backed company teammates, or you have to have a remote culture, or you have to eventually move the company to grow. So we've just found that sort of scaling piece can be really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Companies, if you're in a region where there isn't a lot of latent talent with startup experience.
Any region you're most excited about right now, like outside?
I mean, Toronto and Mexico City are probably like two of the ones I'm most excited about. We've got companies in both of those regions, and the companies are doing well. I'm bullish on Chicago long term. I'm meeting more high quality companies there, but honestly, I'm still really bullish on the Bay Area. Like, we have fewer teams that are completely domiciled here, but I mostly care about access to the founders. Like, that's my principal vector of concern. And so many of them are here. And so like we have Bay Area founders, engineering team in Russia, Bay Area founders, engineering team in Mexico. Like, that works fine for me.